book launch is coming at a really interesting time in America's history. We have this great immigration debate going on in the state of Arizona, across the country. And I think that when we started writing the book, we knew that immigration was always important and would remain important. But I don't think we realized how timely the book launch would be in terms of Americans' great debate over immigration. So when we introduced the book tomorrow at Angel Island Centennial, one of the things that I hope will get people thinking about is how relevant this history that is 100 years old, how relevant this history remains today, and how it can inform some of the conversations and discussions that we're still having about immigration.
And the only reason was really busy. My grandfather.
There's a lot of people in here when they did their talks. So did you guys?
Didn't get
Hi, I'm Judy Young, and I'm the co-author of a new book entitled Angel Island Immigrant Gateway to America, just published in 2010. And I want to say a few words about how I got involved in doing this book, because I am a descendant of a detainee who came from China in 1921, my father, and he was detained at Angel Island for 2 months. And I didn't realize that had happened or anything about the Angel Island immigration history until I began researching and writing my first book called Island Poetry and History of Chinese Immigrants on Angel Island in 1980, and had a chance to interview my father and have him tell me about what he recalled about that experience. And from there I went on and did other books about Chinese American history and women's history. But then I came back to this subject just very recently at the invitation of the Angel Island Immigration Station Foundation to co-write this book with Erika in time for the centennial celebration of the Angel Island Immigration Station. And it's a work that I'm very proud about, but it's also very personal as well as very political, to have this opportunity to write about the experiences of many other immigrant groups that also passed through Angel Island from over 80 different countries. And we have chapters, in-depth chapters, about the Russians and Jews, and about the Japanese and the Koreans and the Filipinos and the Mexicans, and of course the Chinese, that compare their experiences and help us to understand who was admitted, who was excluded, on what basis, and how this experience of being welcomed or unwelcomed to America through the Pacific Gateway of Angel Island affected their lives and affected the immigration policies and the future of America as well.
It's pretty unbelievable, because it took 16 years to get to this point, and probably another 16 years to get to the next phase. But I'm happy. I'm very happy.
He was obviously not understanding any of the English language, but she told me briefly in Chinese that just seeing the photos that accompanied the presentation, just seeing the photos made her feel something from her past, and she put her hand over her heart, to